Oh, hang on a minute. It's all been a bit up in the air today. Hang on, we don't want that. Yeah, we want that. And we want that. And that. Right. Good evening. Hi, welcome everybody. Welcome to Sunday night. Yes, it is Sunday, as somebody reminded me just about half an hour ago. Are you doing a chat tonight? Why? Went the question. 'Cause it's Sunday. Oh, it's Sunday. Yes. Yeah, I thought it was actually Saturday. Yes. So I was thinking, right, I'll just sit down and watch TV tonight and do some building tomorrow, so I'll be ready for the live stream. But no, here it is, Sunday night. Well, yes, anyway, welcome everybody, welcome to the Sunday night Baneblade build. It's my bit tonight. Yeah, it was Chris last week doing his yes. And it's my turn this week to carry on with the Baneblade. You may remember last time we saw it, we got these bits built. I still haven't got these bits done yet, but we're leaving them out for now because we're going to put lights in. But tonight we can work on the inner bit of the hull. We could do that, and we'll look at something else. Yes, it's really been a bit frantic because I came upstairs to get ready, turned the stream on, and it was all balked. It doesn't work properly. So I've managed to sort of circumnavigate around it, get round the back, kick it, put some gaffer tape over it, hit it with a hammer, and it seems to be working. So hopefully you're seeing and hearing me. okay, and the stream's not going to fall over. Yes, hopefully. But yeah, here we go. What we're going to do tonight? Yeah, as I said, I'm going to do that little bit on the hull, and then we'll work it from there. We'll see how much goes on. But anyway, thank you for joining me. Let's see who is in tonight. I've go all the way back to the start because I couldn't really sit down at the beginning like I usually do. I usually swivel around in my chair for 5 or 10 minutes while the pre-roll's going and I can see who's in and things like that. But I didn't get the chance tonight, so we'll have to go right back to the start, or where I came in. And first of all, it's Dad. Good evening, Dad. Scaly Models. He was doing his bit before. I believe he was pimping my show like a good one, which is very good of him because I'd forgot to do it. I'd completely forgot about it because I've been back at work this week. So that's really thrown everything into disarray. You know what it's like on lockdown when you don't know what day it is? Well, when you go back to work, I can tell you, you won't know what day it is. You keep getting up early in the morning, go to bed late at night, and all the days gel into one. But evening. Good evening anyway. Good evening, Dad. Next was Quano Man. Then him and Dad had a chat to each other. A new name that I don't recognise from before, but it might have changed from somebody that we do know, is Deercraft Plays. Good evening to you. Welcome. Then I came in because it tells me protect your privacy and abide by the company guidelines. Yeah, behave yourself. It is after 9. It's an easy chat. It's a nice chat tonight. We can have a drink. Yeah, I needed a drink. We can have a drink of. We can have a drink of single malt. We can relax and watch me do this Baneblade. So then I was in. Then Paul came in. Gross Models came in. Chris, yes. Then he was followed in by Fox. Dexterous Crafter, good evening, Nat. Going on down, then I was there saying I can't get any screen, and I can't move my screen, I can't move that spot. I couldn't move anything. Nothing was moving. Cynical Steve, good evening to you. Welcome. He said he went for a curry. Yeah, Belly and Bench. They've already started Belly and Bench. So he went for a curry. First one out in 4 months. Lamb Sabner for me, Korma for the boss, and all the trimmings. It's now better than going for a curry in an Indian restaurant at the Taj Mahal, 5 minutes from this cinema. Yeah, but it's not better than going for a curry with all the trimmings, and you get all the way to service, and you get all the drinks and that. Would you like more drinks? I think, yeah. But yeah, there we go. Cynical Steve, Candygram, Candy's in. Good evening, everyone. Model Making Mayhem. Right, so yeah. Everybody, Athol's in. Good evening, Athol. Ian MG Thompson. Skullfish. I can't do it as well as Fox does, but Skullfish. Well, I hope that works. Edward Leonard. Good evening. Athol. Dan Kramer. Well done. Dan Kramer says, wrong attract vehicle, Ted. We want the big one. It is. It will be big. It's a tracked vehicle, just a modern, a futuristic one. But really, it's a tank. It's a tank. So yes, that's yep. And thanks to the guys once again. Thanks to the guys for sending this because it's brilliant, really. Phil Lewis. Good evening, Phil. The Junk Works, good evening to you. Another new name that I don't recognise, but welcome. Bring a friend. Paul MD Tommaso's in. Dan Crabbe, yeah, I've done that one. Where else are we up to? Mark 3Bs. Yeah, that's. Was it Mark? Was it you that was from the bike club? The 3Bs Bike Club or something like that. I seem to remember something like that. Skullfish again. Yeah. It's Scott Ted, the Junk Works. Ah, right. I've got you there. Yeah. Slangivar. Right, so we'd better, should we do something? Should we do some building? Yeah. Yeah, right. I need to calm down a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, it's all go. It's all go. But I'm on 2 days off at the moment, so I was just relaxing, having worked 6 really full days. Straight back into it, hit the ground running. You go back to work and the first thing they said, I want you to dig a hole. Can you dig a big trench from there to there and put some cables in it? Then dig 3 post holes and put 3 posts in. Yeah, thanks Ted, get on out, I'll see you later, bye. Yeah, so it's been hectic getting back to work. So I have a feeling that now's the period when everybody's is going back to work. So if any of you guys out there been unfurloughed, as they say, American term, have you been going back to work? If you haven't, good. Yeah, enjoy it while you can. The weather's good, or getting better. It's nice sunny out there today, but not too not too hot. I now have a thermometer on the bench wall, so I can tell her indoors when it's too hot or it's too hot to go upstairs. It's now 25 degrees, quite a balmy 25 degrees up here in the workshop. Right. Yep. Yeah, the junk works is Scott. So well done, Scott. Right, where should we go now? Let's find some bits. Now, as we know, when you come to build the Baneblade, nothing's numbered, or only a few things are numbered, just to give you a clue. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to get onto this bit. Once we get the base together, we can find out where the wires are going to go, because remember on these bits here, I haven't glued the tops in yet, just so that we can feed some cables through for the lighting, do some lighting. I haven't built the other one to this yet because I still need to film it. It shouldn't take too long to film, it's just I've had time to get round to it. So that's what's going to happen in there. That's going to go in, drill a hole in there and put the lights in. Yeah, so remember, if you want any details about the lights, the details are in the link down here. Jennifer at Small Scale Lights, she can fix you up with all the lighting and all your electronical lighting components and lots of advice as well. So right, let's build, let's get on and do some building. Oh yeah, from last time, remember these, the Party 7 barrels on the back of the tank, on the back of the tank? I cut some very thin plastic card and used a circle cutter, cut them out and drop them in. That really is going to tidy that horrible seam line up in there. Right, let's see what's going on. Paul says he hasn't stopped work, he would like a vacation. Unfortunately, yeah, that happened to a few key workers, as such as we call them over here, who didn't get a chance to go on furlough or have a paid holiday. But never mind, you'll be payback time. You'll get your chance. Athol says, I'm not going back to work as he's finished work for good. Yes, retirement. That's the way to go. That's what furlough should is like in retirement. That's what, yeah, but you just couldn't go anywhere. But that's what that's all about. Yeah, just have to excuse me a moment. We just want to stand up. I'm just reaching out. I don't want to knock the camera, so I've got to get something from here. There we go. Yeah, as a result of digging all them holes and things at work the other day and not doing any manual work for ages and ages, my hands have become really soft and I've got a horrible blister. Some of you might have spotted it, but rather than gross you all out for your dinner and things like that, I'll be the Black Hand Gang for this evening. So yeah, look after you. Right, let's go on. Cynical Steve said not any time off since this all started. Sorely needed a holiday. Nothing available till September. Yeah, it seems like that. I've been following all the Facebook groups about motorhomes and things. Seems like everywhere's booked up. Everybody's just dashed and bulk booked everything. So there's nowhere to go. So yeah, wait till September till it calms down, and he's still going to get some good weather. Right, let's go. We need to find some bits. Excuse me. I'm doing all the talking and not doing it in the building. So these look like bits that we need. That one. And them. I'm just getting a message from Fox just to drop the exposure and things, so I'm going to have a go at that a little bit. It's just making the show a little bit jerky. Right, we'll try and drop this just a little bit. We don't want it too much, and go up that way. Hopefully, let's see what that does. See if it's done any better. Yeah, I didn't really have. I only had a tiny screen just right at the start, so I couldn't set anything up till the last minute to keep an eye on what was going on. Right, it seems ages since I've been here and I've forgotten how to build, but never mind. Let's go. Phil says, what's seen cannot be unseen. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I forgot all about it. I did come in with the intentions of being nice and not showing grubby hands. I did do a video once where I'd been working in the loft and I was converting the loft into the workshop, and I did a bit of filming after it. Grubby hands. Yeah, the dirt had got ingrained. Yeah, the exposure is below halfway. It's right down near the bottom. If I go any further, it'll start and become a little bit flickery. Oop. Let's try. We'll try and brighten it up a little bit. Let me know if that's flickering. Yeah, I probably got a feeling that what's gone in the background what's gone on in the background of this, because Streamlabs has balked itself. I bet if I go into the back, it's all reset everything. Although I'm not getting any drop streams at the moment, so we'll oops. Yeah, I'm not getting any drop frames at the moment, so everything seems to be working right at this end anyway. Right, let's have a go at putting some of this stuff together. And we need one of these as well. Yeah, let's have a look. I don't want to mess around with too much, because knowing me, I'll lose the stream. And just turn the brightness down a little bit. Trying to turn the brightness down. There. There. Right. We might not be able to always see the instructions because it might white out a little bit, but we'll see what we can do. Right, that way. That's so we need the right hand side as we look at it, and we'll need this bit. I would say we need part 8 or we need part C7, but it's a Baneblade, so you just need this bit. And we work out which way up it goes, and it goes in there like that. And then that one, does it go in there? No, it doesn't. That one goes in there like that. There like that. And that one goes in there like that. And look at that detail on the underside of the Baneblade. Yeah, there's detail all over. Never a missed part with Games Workshop. It's all detailed to the max. Nubs. Now we need some nubs. So while I'm denubbing, I'll go through the chat, see who else is in, see what the chat's all about. Ian asks, what's the tip for improving bandwidth on a stream? Something to do with the exposure. You'll find, as Fox has already pointed out, that if your exposure's too high, it sometimes steals all the bandwidth, or it steals all the electrical bits out of the computer, which go towards providing a nice easy watching stream, because nobody wants to watch a stream that's jerky or too bright or too dark. The number of videos that you see with people that haven't got the exposure right or the lighting in the room, you'll find that when you come to doing streams, as I've only learnt myself sort of by doing it, is the more light that you can provide in the room, the less sort of what's the word? The less effort that your camera has to look for light, and it can save its processing power to actually giving you a better view, rather than sort of eating all its processing power trying to deliver the goods. That basically. That's it in layman's terms. That's it in Ted's terms. If there's any video photographers in here and people that do it for a living, they could probably explain it much better than I can. So what's everybody been doing this week? As I say, I've been at work, and when I've come home I haven't really been sort of inclined to get into the loft, get into the workshop to do any work, because it's been full days. Normally work part-time, get up, leave the house for about 6:30, don't get back till 7 o'clock, and then all we want to do is just vegetate. So that's when I have it. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I have been watching, I don't know if anybody's seen it, and I don't know if it's available nationwide, worldwide, or in Europe or America, anything like that. Has anybody watched the new version of Das Boot? It's on Sky, and it's a German production. It's a Bavarian production, but obviously it's still got the subtitles. Some of it's in English, some of it's in French, but it's brilliant. The original Das Boot was brilliant, very atmospheric and things like that, and dealt generally with the guys on the submarine. But this one, the second series, series 1 and series 2, Das Boot, is fantastic because it deals with shorebound dramas as well. I won't give too much away, I won't give any spoilers that away, but it involves the resistance in France, the Americans, some sympathisers in America, and mutinies on the ship and things like that. But yeah, it's still got the atmosphere of being in a submarine, and the trials and tribulations of the men working in the U-boat must have been horrendous for submariners during the war. On both sides, all sides. But it doesn't just dwell, the series doesn't just concentrate on the submariners. There's a whole new drama in it. So I've actually, over the past week, just binge watched it, and it's been brilliant. Right, I think they're ready to go in there, so we can put them in. What do we need now? Glue. Glue. Yeah, look at that. Still, yeah. Right. It doesn't actually tell you which order to put these in, but I'm assuming it's front to back. That goes in there. Oh, that goes in there. Right, yeah, there we go. Yeah, so if you do have access to Sky, it's only available on Sky at the moment, but I'm sure it'll become to other channels. Yeah, go and watch it. Ted said you need to watch Das Boot, Series 1, Series 2. And you can't just watch Series 1 and then think, yeah, I'll leave it. You have to binge watch Series 2 straight after it. It's not often I watch TV, and not often that I'll binge watch anything. But yeah, it was edge of the seat stuff. You're almost shouting at the TV. Yeah, it's behind you. Look at what you're doing. Yeah, it's that sort of thing. Now, if it had been going on when I was building the submarine, excuse me, yeah, I'm sure I'd been inclined to build the submarine a bit faster. That one goes in there. So we could run a little bit of glue along that seam there, and then we can, just as the glue's starting to grab, we can close this joint here. And we can run some glue into that seam. It was quite good because going back to Das Boot, sorry to dwell on Das Boot, it was quite good because I could recognise everything in the submarine. Yeah, that's the commander's bunk, and above his bunk is a couple of cupboards. There they were. And that's the radio operator's cabin there, opposite the commander's bunk. Yeah, brilliant. And just next to him is access to the control room. There it was. Yeah, I knew it. Athol says Series 1 had a big bosomed female being frisked by a sub-lieutenant. Yeah, well, there was, but that's not all the story. There was some brilliant actors in it. Most of them. It was a Bavarian production, so there wasn't any actors that I knew. there were some faces that I recognised from other shows, but nobody of I've no certainly over here no English film stars. But I could see the way that they left it. Series 2, I could certainly see a part 3 come out. Dad says, don't forget, give the thumbs up, guys. Yes. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much. Yes, I don't have many more subscribers to go until I meet the magic 1,000 subscribers. I'm really looking forward to getting there, and I appreciate everyone's support that coming along and wanting to watch the stuff I do. Yeah. I might not always do it right. I might not always do it the right way that you want, but I do it the way I want, and I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy showing you how to do it. And that is what this is all about. We can have fun, we can have a chat, and yes, we can build things together if you wish. Yeah, sorry, you can't see this because it's sort of looking down the wrong way, but there we go. We're getting the base of the tank in. If you just joined us, welcome. We're building a Baneblade, and I'm sure there's people out there, because when I finish the stream, there's far more people I'm told there's far more people that have watched the stream than have actually that are actually in chat. So if you are out there in Streamland sounds like an adventure park. If you're out there in Streamland, do come along and say hello. Just type in chat. If you're watching this on an iPhone or something like that, what depends what type of platform you're on, but yeah, you'll find the chat. You'll find the chat. Just come and say hello. Yeah, we won't hurt, we won't shout, we won't make fun of you. I'd like to know who's out there chat watching. And as Dad says, if you do like it, give us a thumbs up. If you don't like it, let me know why. Because if I'm not doing it right, let me know. I'll see if I can improve and make it better. I'm also here as well. While I'm here, while you've got me on my own, without any interruptions and other people talking, you can ask. Yeah, if you want to know anything, you can ask. Right, let's have a look back in chat. Yeah, Dad says the thumbs up. Raging Modeler, hello. Hi, Raging Modeler. Hello, Deviants and Heretics. Yeah, good evening to you. Oh, Cynical Steve. Don't know how a program about footwear can have someone so riveted, Ted, but each to their own. Yeah, das Boot. Yeah, just boot. See what you did there. Ted, you've got a lot of experience working on German submarines then. Got something you want to tell us? Yeah, I actually do have experience of working on submarines. Really not the German ones, but modern Royal Navy nuclear ones. Yeah. Ian said, yeah, about 2.5 years worth of experience. Yeah, I think it was nearly 3 years experience working on that submarine. Yeah, I think they built real ones quicker. Certainly if it took 3 years to build, they wouldn't have won the war. They wouldn't have had so many U-boats out there. But that's what it's all about. Yeah, a model making guru Fox says it's looking a bit more tankish. Wait till I get this next bit on. It will look a bit more tankish. Ted, Paul says, Ted, what is a good submarine kit that won't cost me a lot? On that note, I think, judging by what Fox has said about the Revell Type 7C, the one he did, I don't think you can go far wrong with that, actually. Because, yeah, we know that Revell has its faults in certain models and things like that, but I can't remember the scale of it. I'm sure Fox will tell you. But that submarine from Revell looks the good one. It's just a smaller version of the one I did. Yeah, when you, and they're a brilliant sort of vehicle. So, yes, they're a brilliant vehicle for doing weathering on. If you're into weathering, doing Second World War submarines, it's the bee's knees. Yeah, go and do it. Phil Lewis says, be right back. That duvet cover won't put itself on. Yeah, bring the duvet and the duvet cover back to the screen, and you could do it while you're here having a drink. Yes, I can't remember which one it is tonight. I think it's a Speyside malt, but I can't remember which one. This one, but it smells gorgeous. I don't want to put it too far away because I can't get the aroma. That's the bit I like. Oh, now then, we need some more of them bits. We need those bits from the sprue. So, yeah, I think they are from there. Underneath this cathedral looking type bit with, yep, looks like a church window. But next to it are them bits. Fox, yeah, he's come back and he said it's the 172 Type 7C. It's really a good kit. Yeah, I know. Fox does say it's not really Fox's sort of genre, building submarines, but he does remark on it quite often, and comments on how good a kit it actually is, and I could quite believe it because it did look awesome. It's going to be a rattling in the drawer making a noise. It's BDQ and the internet is back. Baneblade time. Yes, I'm here. It's Baneblade. Right, we've got. Why am I doing it with a knife when we've got a sanding stick for rubbing nubs off? I don't know why I'm rubbing nubs off, because nobody will see it anyway, because it's going in here. As we get to the end of this bit, looking forward in the instructions, I realise that we're going to be building up to the turret soon. Now I want to make sure that I can get inside this. So I think Dad's come up with an idea of using magnets to hold this on. So that might be an option, which I'll go for. That bit goes on there now. Really, when you come to putting these bits on, there's just two locating positions within the hull. I actually think these bits here are probably for strengthening the hull itself, the hull plate. Ian said, after Dad's stream earlier, I'm thinking of getting a Revell kit. It's a bit of a gamble in terms of quality. Yeah, it depends on what you're going for. I know that some of the cars are fairly good, and some of the reboxed kits I can't think of for the I can't think of any which reboxed kits there are at the moment without looking. But if you go to ScaleMates, you can often find reviews of the kits and things on there. If you don't know that site, you can find the app ScaleMates. go and have a look. You can look up your model. It tells you all the history about it, where it came from, when it was produced, or whether it has been reboxed or re-released. Loads of information on there about it. So go and have a look at that before you shell out on a Revell kit. Go and check them out first. The Revell submarine kit is brilliant. It's an open-sided tube. I think there's a couple of kits. I think there's one that has an interior like the one I did, and I think, if I'm right, Fox will tell us, I think there is a full hull one that hasn't got any interior, so you can weather the hell out of that. Yeah, but the only thing about that Revell kit is the blue sailors. Yeah, the vinyl sailors that you can't paint or do anything with. Yeah, give them to kids. Now then, we want another bit. We want that bit. Yeah, I would say, yeah, as I said, that bit. So we'll have a look for that bit, and it's not that bit. All the other bits for the lower of the hull came off this sprue, apart from that one, which is and that one, which I now need from another sprue. So excuse me while I rattle in the box. Nope. Is it that bit? Is it that bit? Nope. Is it that bit? Could be. There it is. That bit. I've identified that bit as on sprue this one, that bit. So I can cut this off and denub because it won't fit. I was right. The one that Fox made was a full hull. There is one out there with a full interior. I'm not sure if that's a 1/72 one or it comes in a smaller scale or a larger scale, whichever way you want to look at it. Smaller physically, and yeah, obviously allowing for scale in itself, it doesn't have the same detail, obviously, as the trumpeter kit. But yes, once you've built the smaller U-boat, you might then want to go on and build the trumpeter one. Yes, that's the way to do it. I really did enjoy building that trumpeter kit. It took me a long time because of one reason or another, but yeah, it was really an awesome kit to build. And now I've just got the Titanic, which is in progress. As I say, I haven't been near it this week, but it's coming. Right, we can put that bit in there. Look at that. It's getting all tanky now. Who else is in? Ian, Athol, Ian, Kenneth. Good evening, Kenneth. Model making trucker, welcome. And chatting amongst yourself. Yeah, feel free to do chat. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, I just facilitate a reason for you all getting together, and you can have a chat, have a watch, have a chill. Is anybody else building whilst I'm on in the background? Is anybody else out there building too? Or is it just me? I know that a lot of you usually stream to just play in the background in the workshop. And sometimes it gives you inspiration to go on and do other things. But yeah, am I providing background entertainment for anyone else? Kenneth says, have I done any rivets on a plane? What resources would I use to find the plans for where the rivets should go? Good one, Kenneth. No, I've never done rivets myself. I've never done them on an aircraft particularly. I do know that there are riveting tools out there, or you can buy strips of rivets, 4-to-X rivets to apply. How they are applied, I haven't the faintest. But as for resources to know that they're going in the right place, I think thereupon Google once again becomes your friend. I'm sure that a bit of surfing on your particular model that you're doing, if you begin by putting the model in that you're doing yourself and then going deeper and deeper, delving deeper and deeper into the internet, you'll find what you're looking for. You'll find plans. What you're looking for really for resources to recreate the real thing are actually photographs rather than somebody else's model or somebody else's interpretation of it. The only way you can actually be sure of being the same as the prototype is photographs. So that's what I would suggest, Kenneth. Have a look around the internet, ask some questions, join some groups that are particularly into that are into the particular model you're building. That's what I would do. Raging Modeler said he was painting his 40k Necrons until I saw the time and realised I was streaming. Yeah, I'm here, but thanks for coming along. Yeah, black hand. Yeah, because you don't want to see the gammy hand I've got. Yeah, my soft, delicate skin has been damaged. Athol starts his Repulsor Space Wolf AFG. He's starting that tomorrow. Quano says he's doing the glazed canopies for Red 1 and Red 2 X-Wings. I was going to say cross wings then, but I realised. Yeah, X-Wings and the glass bits for the TIE fighters. Yeah, it sounds like something you get from a restaurant. Can I have some chips and 2 TIE fighters, please? Well, it does to me anyway. And just a bit of caught the edge of that with some glue, but never mind, we can rub that off and we can hide it with some weathering, but never mind. Yes, there it is. Ian says he's just relaxing at the moment, considering joining you and having a whiskey. Yes, go and get one poured. It's never too late. The sun, it's 9 o'clock. The sun is over the yardarm. Whiskey, get a drink. Is anybody else out there joining us for a tipple? Yeah, thanks, Fox. Don't have to change 10. Right. Now we can make it look like a tank and realise how big this thing is going to go. Now it should just, if everything's gone together right, it should just click together. Look at the size of that. Oh, that's a big one. Yeah. Yes, that's, yeah, big. I'm Do you realise to display this I'm going to have to build a bigger shelf? Yeah, I'll have to get a shelf maybe over there. Over there. Yeah, I'll build a shelf to put the Baneblade on with all its lights. Now then, what we're going to do now is glue them two parts together. And this now, I can realise where the lighting's going to go. So once I get them built, I can fill these holes in, put the lighting in, and bring the cables into there. So yeah, it's going to be easy. So we can drop some glue into these bits here. Some locating slots that if you don't push them right in, you can still see them. Get the glue onto them and then squeeze. Squeeze. Oh, yeah. Edward says he's got Jim Beam. That's the American one, isn't it? That's American bourbon, is it? I haven't tried that yet. Yeah, there's Jim Beam and Jack Daniels, obviously. Heard of them. On the Jack Daniels note, has anybody been to IKEA during the current crisis? Because the hand sanitizer smells like Jack Daniels. Yeah, now whether it is Jack Daniels, whether it's cheaper to buy Jack Daniels than it is to buy hand sanitizer, yeah, IKEA may have a deal with someone. But next time you're in IKEA, have a sniff at the hand sanitizer. It's Jack Daniels. Anyone said it's bourbon. Bourbon. Yes. Athos says, trouble is, Ted, once you have one, then you need the range. So forget the shelf and go for a glass cabinet. Yeah, I was thinking of getting a glass cabinet. That's one of the reasons I went to IKEA. But because I'm in the loft space and the roof angles like that, there's no headspace down in the corner, down here, where I would like it to go, hard up against the wall. So by the time you put a 6-foot display cabinet in the workshop, in the loft space, it's going to be about 4 feet from the wall. So yeah, it's not really. There we go. There we go. Look at the size. Look at the size of that. Big. Now, Chris, do you remember when your Baneblade was just like this, a mere babe in arms? Ah, right. Oh yeah. Oh look, we're onto the back end, the stern, the blunt end, the back. Yeah, so there we can now put that piece in that looks like a cathedral window. However, I forgot where I put it. I think it's gone back in the box. Sorry, just rattling in the box. There it is, that one, the bit that looks like a church. Yeah. Right, so we can take this bit off now. Why there's so many connection points on that? Probably because of all the plastic detail that's going into it. Yeah. Yes. I know these are injection molded. I would just love to visit a factory to see how it's actually made. You know, go down to the sort of die cutting plant or the making plant. Go to the Hornby factory. I think that's the one in the UK that does it all. Or do they send things away to be moulded? But yeah, I'd like to go to and see how these things are actually made. Athol says I need a loft conversion. Any guys out there that work for loft conversion companies? Yeah, to do a conversion in this house, because it's an old cottage. I think it was built in 1820, something like that. The rooms are 9 foot high. So you've got the downstairs room, it's 9 foot high, and then you go upstairs, and the rooms upstairs are 9 foot high. So the space in the loft is limited, and the only way that you can gain the head height as per building regs is to actually drop the floor. So to do a loft conversion in this house, it would mean ripping all the ceilings out in all the bedrooms, dropping the floor a foot, and then putting it all back again. So yeah, we had considered it. People have done it in this street. It's not like because these buildings are old they're listed or anything. It's just it would be a damned inconvenience and a mess. So no, it would be nice, and then obviously you've got to have access and fire doors and things like that. So that we ain't gonna go down that road. All right. Fox tells me that Hornby, all their manufacturing are in the Nottingham HQ factory. Perhaps we need to get a Boom Hut group together to go to Hornby and see how it all happens. I'm sure they'll do group tours. Yeah, but yeah, can you imagine? Can you imagine a load of boom hutters around the Hornby factory? Yeah, as if the police wouldn't be called. Look at that! Look! Just yeah, look at it. Yeah, it's almost as big. It's almost as big as the Panzer IV. It's huge. Oh. Fox thought I was talking about Games Workshop. No, I was talking about Hornby. But yeah, well, yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's on Monday. Let's give Games Workshop a ring. Hello, it's a Boom Hut here. Can we come and have a look? The Boom Hut. Sorry, the phone's just. I can't hear you. Yeah, that'll happen. Edward says, I see you've changed your name, Edward. He put Edward, but I do recall it used to be Edward. When you make a mould, everything is reversed. So say there's a part sticking up, has to be matched as a divot. Yeah, it's going to be quite complicated, isn't it? Right, yeah, it is, as Fox says, it's huge, massive. Massive. Now then, if yeah, I haven't got any. I do have somewhere some of these guys. I'll have to dig them out. I've got some that came on a free magazine once. I just bought it for the hell of it. But I have to dig them out to see what scale this really is. Fox says if Simon was still working there, we could have swung a trip to Games Workshop, but he left and he cares nothing about our needs. Yeah, I could hide a gin bottle in that. Yeah, we could still phone up. We could use the fame of the Boom Hut to swing it that way. Yeah, there is a yeah. We could use the fame of the Boom Hut to swing it that way. Hello, we're the Boom Hut. We'll give you a plug on the Facebook page if you let us come round your factory. Promise we won't touch. We'll keep our hands in our pockets. Yeah, I could hide a gin bottle in that. Yes, I could. Yeah, a couple of nice miniatures in there. Yeah, those emergency miniatures that go in. Yeah, put some in there. And a tonic, a small bottle of tonic. Candy said he's now googling imaginary a conversation regarding an attempt Boom Hut field trip. Yes. Oh, he's giggling, not googling, giggling. No, you can't come. But do you know who we are? Yes, we know who you are. That's why you can't come. But, yes, hung up. It's hung up on me again. Ian says, field trip? Yes, I'm in. Yeah. Dear Games Workshop, promise we won't touch anything. Promise we'll bring lots of money. And no, we promise we won't touch anything. Cynical Steve said I could get Hip Flask in there. I'm looking for, I've been researching hip flasks because, as you know, I do a bit of fell walking. I was out last week, actually. Went out last week, did the Coffin route between Ambleside and Bowness. It was a nice trip out. But yeah, I've been looking at hip flask because I thought that every time I conquered a fell, reached the top, I would have a wee nip, as they call it, as they say in Scotland, a wee nip. Foxes, I think once the world is no longer on fire, we should arrange a Boom Hut day at Warhammer World. Yeah. We the mods will consider it for it. We'll get a coach up. We'll get a coach like the old days. Yeah. Crate of beer, coach, stopping at all the pubs on the way, just like we used to do in the old days. Getting a hip flask is the first step. Admitting you have a problem is the second. Yeah. The wife says, "What's wrong?" Yeah. What? When I go to Tesco or Asda or other supermarkets are available, I have a look round at the whiskey shelf, see if there's anything on offer. I'll have a look at the gin as well. Have you not got enough whiskey, says Mrs. Ted. No. Have you seen the amount of whiskey I've drunk? There's not a lot left. Paul says, as he lives all the way over in Canada, he wouldn't be able to attend. We'll wait for you. We'll wait outside the terminal at Manchester Airport. We'll wait. Won't be like, we'll know what flight you're on. Mark says he'd love that. Any chance of a lift from Aldershot? Yeah, we need to arrange a central pickup or something like that. Yeah, nothing is undoable. Yeah, now everything seems to be tickety-boo and stuck together now. There's a little bit of a seam line in there, but nobody's ever gonna know. Yes, now it's big. Right, I suppose I better do a little bit more building then. I've jumped the gun because I knew that bit was coming up. See, I've stuck it on that bit. It's that bit. Okay, right. Now then, it's the bit where we look on here and we start in the turret type thing. So we want that bit. Yeah, it seems like the conversation's now getting round to our Boom Hut trip away to Games Workshop. Yeah. You never know. You never know. It's just something of a simple conversation like that could start the ball rolling. As I say, people sort of come from miles around to turn up at places like Telford. But the same could happen, and we could turn up places like Nottingham. We're here. Boom Hut on tour. Can't find these bits. Yes, I should have known it's a big bit. Yes, that's the one. And I've also noticed on this that I didn't realise before, there's lights on it. Lots of lights. If I'd have known that was the case, it could have had a lot more lights on here. I shall have to mention it to Jennifer if she's not already aware. I have a big bit, says Fox. Yes, it's a big bit. Yes. Look at that. Yeah, I'm not going to do any more. It's big enough. Yeah, I've done enough. That's all I'm doing now. We don't need to do any more. It's big enough. Nubs. Now I'm not going to stick this on, not yet anyway, because I want to know whether it comes off, whether there's enough room just to, I might be able to glue it on and then just use the access through here to get to the batteries. I've got to think about this. Let's have a look at the bits we've got from Jennifer. Because you see, there's going to be a servo in there, so that might negate access through. Yeah, that's big enough. This might be the downfall. Oh, it does actually fit. But there's a turret servo to go on here, so may not be possible to get in that way. I'll have to think about that. I won't be gluing this on, not for the time being anyway, till I've had a think about it. It's just that when it's loosely fit like that without gluing, it does open up at the back seam on here. So I may need to do a little bit of trimming just to make it sit flat, but in the meantime I could take these nubs off. Yeah, Fox says there are 4 lights. Yeah, there's lights at the front here, but I've just noticed that these bits all around the turret appear to be lights as well. Let's have a look, see if we can find the bits. Ah, no, maybe they're not. Or they could be. I know what they are. They're the viewing ports. They're not lights. So scrub that. Just ignore the last 10 minutes conversation about lights. If you run it back, just skip over it, just fast forward it. Yeah, just ignore that bit. Yeah, Fox suggests that I can fix it with some heavy duty magnets. Some earth magnets will hold it down with great strength. I think that's really the way I was going to go. Aha, right. It's sorry, Fox. It went over my head, that one about the 4 lights. Yeah. Actually, there are just 4 lights. Those bits that I looked at are viewing ports for the tank commander. So we could get. I apologise to anybody that's into sci-fi. I don't know anything about it. Cynical Steve, there aren't lights, the gun slits. Yeah, okay. Yeah. We'll go with the not being lights. Yep. I won't be getting. Yeah, if Jennifer's watching this, she'll be worried now that I'll be getting a phone call in the morning. Hello, it's Teddy here. Oh no. About them lights. Can we have some more? See what you could do though. You could put the gun slits in, drill them out, and then have a little glow from inside. You could have a nice green glow or something just emanating from it, like a red light, as or the rig for red. Athol said it's bedtime, medication at bedtime. So good night to you. Thanks, Athol. Thanks for coming in. Senegal said he's made 2 tanks for 1 kit. He said it's worth it. Yes, I think I missed part of that conversation, obviously, on about the price of kits. I think with most kits, as often as we discuss on the e-model stream, when it comes to buying kits and pricing of kits, it often sort of goes on the size of the kits and how many parts there are, which is comparable to if you buy a small kit for a tenner and then you buy 5 kits for 50 quid. If you spend that 50 quid on a single kit, you probably get 5 kits worth of parts and building time in it. That's just simplifying it. Breaks into Red Light Spells Danger by Billy Ocean. Don't sing it, Ted. Yeah. What I should mention is that Dave's not in tonight. What did he say? Dave's not in tonight because he's got to be up early in the morning. However, he did send me a message. He knew a girl from Morecambe who was Red Light Spells Danger, and he said I should mention that. Yeah. So yeah, next time Dave's on, just ask him about the Red Light Spells Danger in Morecambe. And he said that saying that he knew a girl in Morecambe means that you could all sleep easy and know that he's still here with us even though he's in bed sleeping. Dan says he thinks the main appeal of this kit to this group is that it's a ridiculous design with more guns than any machine could carry. Yeah, but the thing is, it's like when you draw a tank at school, when you were at school, when you were a kid, or even now. When you draw a tank, you just put lots of guns on it, don't you? Or if you draw an aeroplane, it's got lots of guns on it. You remember when you used to draw an aeroplane and you'd draw all the bullets coming out of the gun, shooting down all the Germans, all the Messerschmitts. But yeah, there's probably Games Workshop tanks are just designed by skilled children, because that's how they think a tank should look. There we go. Right, now we can, I think for the last part of this stream tonight, we can start and glue some what we decide were either gun ports or viewing slits. We can glue some of them on, because that'll be nice and relaxing and a nice way to finish the evening. I'm making a noise here when I'm trying to talk. A nice way to finish the evening after the panic set in when I tried to start the stream. We can finish it in a nice relaxed manner by just gluing some little bits on. And now I forgot where I put the sprue with all them bits on. Here it is. So one at a time. We don't need the instructions anymore because I've read them and memorised them. And trying to cut them off while leaving less nub as possible. Just check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All of these. All of these. I still haven't decided on a colour scheme for this, but sorry to keep going back to it. Das Boot, one of the submarines, did have a tiger stripe camouflage pattern in greys, dark grey and light grey. It's looking a bit like, I suppose, a bit like a tiger shark. Yeah, it was an awesome, pretty awesome colour scheme. Worked quite well. Any other suggestions for colour schemes? I'm not doing Hello Kitty, not this one, because it won't make the lights stand out pink. Just denubbing some of these slits so I can glue them on flush. It's easier to just try and slice them off with a knife rather than try and get a sanding stick in there. So have Chris and I know you're all in chat there talking about kits and things and buying kits and Games Workshop. Have Chris and I tempted you into buying a Baneblade? But because now you've got two of us that are showing you how to build one. You can build one with your eye. You won't need the instructions. Just follow the step by step information on YouTube. And this one has been built live in front of your very eyes. Lord Barkley said he likes grey but different shades. Yeah, that's the sort of colour that the U-boat was painted. Just in stripes. Yeah, it's pretty good. Quanal says he thinks I should do a colour scheme of luminous green and purple camel. Yep. I'm not doing digital camo. Chris has done that, yeah, because he can. And yeah, I wouldn't like to steal his thunder and do digital camo, because I've got to keep it simple. Because we like simple things. Very gothic, this type of kit, isn't it? It's all sort of yeah, gothic. I can certainly see the steampunk influences in it. But the guy I bet the people that sat in the Games Workshop design team are kids dressed as goths. That'll be what the whole influence is. Or steampunk. Yeah, old steampunk guys. And these viewing slits are going on simple. I need to slow it down. I need 10 minutes to finish this. Ridging Modeler said he's heading off. Work has kicked his ass. So good night and stay safe. Yeah, you too. Thanks very much for coming down, and thanks for your support. And we'll see you next time. Now, I think next time, before we go, whoops. I think next time it's you'll get double bubble. You'll get 2 for the price of 1 when Chris and I join together on our last Sunday of the month and do a joint live stream together. Him building his thing and me doing a Baneblade. Carrying on with this one. Gives me more time to think when there's 2 of us. But I hopefully shall be hosting for the next week's show. So that's next Sunday. Don't forget that I can't remember everybody because I never think to look. There are lots of streams going on from the guys in the Boom Hut throughout the week. Obviously tomorrow night it's E-Models, and then it's somebody else, I think, and then it's me on Wednesday night again. Yeah, hopefully I will get there this week. If you were waiting for me last week, I do apologise, but work just had me beat last week. By the time I got home, about 7:30, I had my tea, sat down. I didn't really have the time to get round to getting everything ready for preparing for a live stream, so it was a bit short notice, but yeah, I'll be back next week. Don't worry, we can catch up. And chat is racing up there. Sorry if I missed anything. I've not, or you asked me any questions. The chat has zoomed up, so I haven't had a chance to see it. So if you've got 10 minutes or so, 5 minutes, if you do want to mention, ask me anything, or want me to sort something, yeah, put it in bold, and I'll be able to catch it. Just need to ensure that these are squeezed down. There's nothing worse than a gap behind your viewing slit. There. I wonder if you look through these, because the Gothic design and things, I wonder if you look through them you get different colours in each one, so it's like you're looking through stained glass. Yep, that's the way I design it. Yeah, I was just been reading the joke that Edwards just put up there. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, talking to school kids, I'll recall a time when I was talking to school kids, and my job as a community policeman was I was asked to come into the class to tell them all about my job, because they were doing people that help us. That was their topic. So they asked me, "Hey Ted, would you come in and tell them all about your job?" Yeah, of course I will. Yeah. So I went in and told them all about what I did, went to school, etc. Left school, went for another job, then became a policeman. So I told them all about that, and that yeah, you work and you go out on patrol, you look after people and help them, sometimes you arrest them, things like that. And then it came to the time for questions. So one little lad put his hand up. Yep, what do you want, son? Yeah, this is true, by the way. How old do you have to be a policeman? Well, to be a policeman you've got to be 18, and after 18 or older you can become a policeman. Thank you very much. And then we talked a little bit more about the times of the day and things like that. The hand of the child went up. Yep. Do you go out at night? Well, yes, of course. Yeah, we go out at night. A policeman's job, 24 hours a day, every day of the year, things like that. So yes, we do go out at night. The next hand that went up was, does your mum know? Does your mum know you go out at night? Yep, right. Then the next question was, how old do you have to be a police dog? Yeah, police dogs, yes. Yeah, that's the sort of questions that you have to deal with when you're dealing with children. So yeah, it was great working with kids. I loved that job immensely when I was in the schools working with the kids. It's so rewarding, funny and rewarding at the same time. Right. What is a Tedism? Yeah, that was a Tedism. What is the occasional table of the rest of the time? What is the occasional table? Yeah, I get that. I see what you get. I'm an occasional table. Oh yeah. What? Yeah, just part time or? Cynical Steve, got a call at night, early start in the morning. Telecom engineer's work's never done. Yeah, telecom engineer. Yeah, get round here and sort my. Yeah, it might be that sort my broadband out. Yeah, but how old do you need to be to enlist as a police dog? Well, yeah, you don't need to be 18. You can join as a police dog a lot younger. And I forgot to glue them bits in. Yeah, you'll get an extra couple of minutes out of me now while I glue them bits in, if I can find them. There they are. Now, there's no need to rub the nubs off these because nobody's going to see them. And that bit, where does that bit come in? I think it's that bit. What am I doing with the glue lid? Yeah, what's happened is the gasket, the little seal in the end, is come out. It keeps falling off and falling in the bottle. So I was just using the implement that I had close to my hand just to push the seal back in. That's what I was doing. Yeah, it's all technical stuff in this place. Oh, holy cow! Says Ostrich. Ted's nearly built a whole model. Yep. In this stream you see things get glued together, unlike some other streams where people just talk about it. You know who you are. Ah, right, yes, this I thought went that way, but it doesn't, it goes the other way. And there's some locating pins on the back to make sure you get it the right way around. There, like that. This must be for the other gun. It does have a name, and part of my ignorance, I forgot what it's called. I'll have to look it up. Well, that glues, I shall look it up. I thought I would educate myself. Yep, it's that one. I can't find the name of it. Auto cannon or heavy bolter. Yeah, it's an heavy bolter. Heavy bolter. This one goes in there like that. And this could be the last piece for today's live stream, because I don't want to build it all at once, because you'll have nothing to come back to next week and watch when it's me and Chris. Yeah. Fox's question, I will consider that tonight and inform you tomorrow in the eModels live stream. There we have building done. So we've progressed quite a way tonight. We've turned it from two tanky looking things into one big tanky looking thing. Look at the size of it. That's my hand. Got big hands. That's my hand. Fox says, hey, did 5 dudes today. Yeah, it's 5 dudes. Look, I built a whole tank that your 5 dudes could go in, but it's a big tank and it's huge. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, so you know where to come, folks. If you want to see some building done with the chat, Sunday night live streams and Wednesdays when things get built over a whiskey. Max said he's confused with all this building stuff. Yeah, you come to these streams. Oops, spilling my whiskey. You come to these streams and you look forward to chat and banter, and yeah, you don't come expecting building. Well, you come to Ted's live streams and there's building and chat and banter. So guess what? Look at this too. The black hand. Right. I think that's about it because it's my bedtime and I'm going to go and try and sort these Streamlab things out now and sort it out. But we'll leave it for tonight because I'll be moving on to the next stage next, which will be the turret. I'm doing the Baneblade cannon. I'm putting a big gun in it. The big bang stick, so we'll put that in, and then I need to work out a way of putting the servo in there so that it goes spinny and round, and of course within the Baneblade cannon I will be putting an LED so that when the gun moves it will flash bang, that sort of thing. So right, I'll go away and consider that and tidy up for tonight and go and have a lie down, have an early night. But thank you everyone for coming in tonight anyway. I do really appreciate it. Really like to see you all in here, and it's been good. Next time you come along, bring a friend, tell them, and don't forget, if you do like the live stream, let me know. I'll have a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed, go like and subscribe. Get me to 1,000. See if you can get me to 1,000. Yeah, please. Yeah, I'm not begging around. But that's it for tonight. Thank you very much for joining us and joining in. And come along next time. As I say, there's lots more streams going on in the week. Just keep an eye on the Boom Hut. They're usually all announced in there if you don't know when they are. But until I see you again, probably tomorrow night, hopefully, if you're all around. And don't forget, go and have a look on Sky and watch Das Boot. You'll be transfixed. You'll be there for the next week watching it. But thank you very much everybody for joining in, and we'll see you all next time. Thank you. Bye now. Bye. Right, where's my spinny thing that ends the stream? There it is. Bye.